They better get season tickets right now because before long, they probably won't be able to.
From rock bottom to roses, he's been a part of Wisconsin athletics for 32 years.
Coach Albers is Wisconsin football.
We can't build a great program here overnight. You can't do it with mirrors. You can't do it with tricks. We're going to build it from the foundation.
Now, Barry Alvarez embarks on a new journey.
I just think it's time. I'm 74 years old. I've had a good run. It's just time to pass the baton.
He is the most influential figure in University of Wisconsin athletics. Good evening and welcome to the Alvarez Impact, a special edition of Big 12 Sports Saturday. This summer, I sat down with Barry Alvarez in his office high atop Camp Randall Stadium to reflect on his journey from coach to athletic director to what retirement looks like after a storied career. Alvarez has a presence about him, and Badger fans got their first taste of that swagger the moment he stepped on campus. Let's start with that opening press conference.
Thank you very much.
There's confidence, and then there's going into a microphone and saying,
They better get season tickets right now because before long, they probably won't be able to.
walk me through what that day was like for you and what led you to make that statement.
Well, I'm running on adrenaline at the time, and I remember the question. There was someone, one of our sports writers, and it seemed at the time it was almost like a challenge. It was kind of a surly question, I thought, and it was like, what are you going to tell your fans? Less than 20,000 for the last home game. What are you going to tell your fans about the future or what they should do? And it was a challenge to me. I've had a lot of success. I don't think about anything but that. So that's the first thing that came to my mind. It came out rather bold, and I followed through with that with a 1 in 10. So obviously I was right on track.
You've won at every single stop as a coach. What do you think the most important characteristic of a leader is?
To have the ability to have a group of people, assistant coaches and players, buy into your plan and everybody work for the same common goal. No agendas other than doing their role at the highest possible level and looking around knowing that everyone can trust them, they can trust everyone else, and we're all working for the same common goal.
In your eyes, what was your defining moment as a head coach?
I think winning that first Rose Bowl put a stamp on who we were as a program. There's such a thing, we talked about the Rose Bowl. It was never that was not the end all, just to get there, but to win. Get there, and then you have to win. I was at Iowa when we got to the Rose Bowl in 3 years, but we went out there and got thumped. Went out there again a few years later, and the same thing happened. I hadn't had very much success in the Rose Bowl, so that was the way to finish it off, put a stamp that we're there. And quite frankly, we had a debacle at Minnesota. If we do what we're supposed to there and don't turn it over as many times as we did, we would have been the only team in the country that was undefeated that year and probably won the national championship.
I know that you've had so much success, but do you live with regrets as a coach? Like, does that stand out to you?
No, you know what? I do. I sit around and I think about plays that I should have called that would have won games for us.
To this day?
To this day. I'll talk about different games. I'll be talking to a player who'll come in and he'll talk about, how did we get beat at Cincinnati? And I said, well, first of all, we got homered. I think Ron would have had 300 yards rushing that game. He kept calling play after play back, and a touchdown from Lee and a punt return for a touchdown, et cetera, et cetera. If I call quarterback sneak down on the goal line instead of handing it to Ron when he fumbled, we win that game. There was a Northwestern game that we lost late in the game with a fumble, and they threw a pass, and that was back in 2000. So I kicked myself. There are times I think of things I could have done where we could have won the game.
Who is the best player you've ever coached?
Yeah, I'm not going that far. That is a hard question. I've had a lot of great players, Heisman Trophy winners, Outland Trophy winners, et cetera, et cetera. You got the best lineman maybe ever play pro football, and Joe Thomas come through here, and Ron Dane. It was our offense for 4 years, won the Heisman Trophy. You can go on and on with great players. We always started with our line. When I took the job and studied Wisconsin, having recruited here, the thing that I knew you could consistently recruit were big guys. If you look up the makeup of this state, you have a lot of Scandinavians, you have Germans, Polish people, and as Lou Holtz would say, blonde hair and blue ears, And so I knew we could always have big players and physical players, and then start with the lines, and then go from there. We can, we'll find some backs, but you can't depend on the Melvin Gordons and the Brett Mosses coming through here, or Michael Bennett's all the time. You're going to get some, but consistently you will always get linemen. You can go every position and name great players and guys that are fun to watch. Maybe the two that I've had the most fun watching are the Ferguson boys, Joe and Jake Ferguson, my grandsons. I take great pride in both of them. Joe was a walk-on, had a chance. He was set to go to the Ivy League. 5 years, was a good contributor, set a school record with a interception return, and really had a great career. Jake, from the time he started playing, was a productive player at tight end, and it's really been fun for us our whole family sitting there watching them.
And you're going to be able to watch him play his final season without any job responsibilities? What do you think that's going to be like for you?
Well, it won't be any different. We think he's open every play on offense. Everybody in our box is yelling, he's open, throw him the ball. It's fun. I mean, we just have a good time with it. We don't take it too serious. I think we have a chance to be a good team. I think he's improved every year. I'm looking for him to take another positive step in his development.
Alvarez won 120 games as a head coach, including 3 Big Ten titles. He coached in 4 Rose Bowls, winning the granddaddy of them all 3 times. He finished his career, for now, 9-4 in bowl games. Still ahead on this special edition of Big 12 Sports Saturday, Barry Alvarez embarks on a new chapter of Wisconsin as athletic director. How much did being a coach help you as an athletic director?
You're watching Big 12 Sports Saturday